Schmitty here. Please stay seated until the game comes to a complete stop. You know, I'm feeling really close to you guys. We ought to make a pact to meet back here in 10 years and talk about life. This is round one. You are about to see two prompts on your device. Type something hilarious or not for each one. Then everyone gets to decide if your answer is better than someone else's. Democracy at work. The more folks who choose your answer, the more points you get. Go!
Wake up! Wake up! Welcome to Trivia Night, a merciless deluge of pain and suffering, but without all the preachy morality of those other serial killers. I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong, you have to fight for your life in one of my super fun mini-games. If you do badly in the mini-game, I'll kill you. But don't worry, Ghost can still win the game. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round where the living and dead compete to see who can escape first. There's still time to take your seat as an audience member. Sit back, relax, and maybe die. I hope you enjoyed the time and effort I put into that slideshow. Now let's play. Okay now, first question. What was Doc Brown's time machine made out of in the first draft of the movie Back to the Future? Use your device to answer the question. And the correct answer is... who got it right? The rest of you, prepare for your punishment. Welcome to the killing floor. Now I'd like you to make some art. Every little line will be scrutinized. Nature. Draw this thing as best as you can and press send when you're finished. Now everyone gets to vote. Pick the drawing that you hate the most. I know it's a little counterintuitive to pick the worst thing, but I believe in you. Pick the drawing that makes you go, bad. Bad dog. Look at what you did. No. The votes are in. I think you can guess what a tie means. Uh-oh, looks like somebody's a ghosty ghost. But you're not getting out of this game that easily. Ghosts still get to play and can even win the whole thing in the final round. It's about to get incorporeal up in here. And here's your score so far. I've been calculating all of this in my head, so I hope it's right. Next question. A Cosmo has vodka, lime juice, cranberry juice, and what? Who said? This one? One of you is still alive. Let's play a game. Hey girl, welcome back to the killing floor. It's time for some finger cutting. It's all pretty much there in the title, honestly. Just choose one of your fingers to cut off. End of instructions. Make with the cutting already. And now that finger's gone forever. Let's take a peek at those scores. Who's feeling the pressure? I've got more questions for you. It's important to get along with your neighbors. What's the name of the inmate located next to Dr. Lecter's cell in Silence of the Lambs? Time's running out. And the correct answer is this. I have a surprise for you. We're going to play Chalices. I've given all the safe players a bit of poison to use. Pick a chalice to put your poison in. Funny story, this is how my aunt died. Now it's your turn to play. Pick a chalice to drink from. I'm pretty excited to show off my chalice collection. Yummy, yummy. Now let's see what everyone drank. Boom goes the poison. Ugh, I've really got to work on that catchphrase. Surgeon General's warning. Poison kills you. Whittled down to 1 already? Crap. This was faster than I expected. Okay, don't freak out. You can do this. You just have to stall a bit. Alright then. If you can somehow survive these next 2 questions, I'll give you a chance to escape during the final round. Let's try this again. What does the G stand for in MSG? Time's running out. Who picked this? Prepare for your punishment. Let's have some fun with spelling. Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. This is actually how William S. Burroughs wrote some of his stories, but I guess that's not really important right now. I will be really upset if you can't find at least a 7-letter word. Do it now. By the way, the letters don't have to be touching, and don't forget to press submit when you're done. Let's see what you did there. You've escaped my clutches this time, but we'll meet again. If you think I'm outrageous, you should check out this Deadpool character. The things that come out of his mouth. He is not your typical superhero. Here's another one. I totally know this, but what's on the Snapchat logo? Who picked this one? Only a ghost got it wrong. Too easy. Congrats on making it here alive. Now let's see if you can escape with your body. I'm going to give you a category. Ivy League schools. Tap on each answer that fits. Let's see the right answers. You move forward 1 space for every correct answer. You're getting real close to the exit. Oh, did I mention that all the other ghosts get to play too? If a ghost catches up to you, then they will steal your body. Then they can escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And ghosts get a 3rd choice to help them catch up to you. Decisions. Come on! Countries with capitals that start with D. Anytime today, kiddo. Can you stay out of the shadows? Left-handed pitchers. here's another one. Conifer trees. Hurry up! The Daily Show alumni. Almost free. I believe in you. Let the darkness consume you. Shellfish. Okay, an easy one. Sherlock Holmes stories. I guess you can't get enough of little old me. I'm flattered. And you're about to be dead. Okay now, first question. What zodiac sign features a half man, half horse? Time's running out. And the correct answer is... Who got the question right? The rest of you, you're in for a treat. Welcome to the killing floor. It's time for some number fun. Answer as many math questions as you can before time runs out. If you do the worst, you die. Let's do this. Yay, math! I love watching brains throb. Your time is subtracting at an alarming rate. Here it comes! I hope you hopped in elementary school, so maybe you can learn something. And now, the scoreboard! Wait, that's supposed to be a scareboard. Dang it! I messed up the joke. Just forget it. It's a scoreboard, okay? It's a scoreboard. Alright, next question. Let's mix things up a little bit with a picture question. Folks go crazy over Snapchat filters, so I figured I'd try to get in the market. This is a filter that I think everybody and their mother will be using soon. So if anyone has any connections to, like, the Kardashians, please hook a captor up. I haven't decided on a name for the filter yet. Maybe Creeps? Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I know, this whole thing is so much cooler than a dog filter. Say, what's the result of the tic-tac-toe game in the picture? Who said this one? The rest of you who are still alive, let's play a game. Hey girl, welcome back to the killing floor. Oh darn, this is such a mess. I spilled blood all over my favorite piece of art. This keeps happening to all my art. Memorize the pattern of blood. Okay, you've had long enough. Reproduce the pattern on your device by tapping on all the spaces that were red. Then press submit when you're done. The person who is furthest from the pattern will die. Here's that art again, and here's what you did. Bye, Felicia. Since I spent so much on it at Michael's, let's check that scoreboard again. Let's try another one. Better put on your sunscreen for this next one. God, this was dumb. It was a question. They're not actually in the tropics, you stupid idiot. Trinidad and Tobago lie off the coast of what other nation? And the correct answer is this. Everyone is wrong. I have a surprise for you. I'm going to ask you a question. Your life depends on how you answer. What's the best dessert? Type an answer on your device and press send when you're finished. Now everyone gets to vote. Pick which of these answers you hate the most. Whoever wrote the answer with the most votes dies. Pick the answer that makes you go, no sir, no. I think the votes are in. It's never really easy to put yourself out there like you did, but oh well. So, it looks like we're down to one already. Well, the final round room isn't quite ready. I shoved all my dirty clothes in there before you arrived, so let's stay out of there for a little bit. How about this? If you can survive 2 more questions, everyone goes to the final round. How about this? Spoiler alert! Who kills and beheads Macbeth in William Shakespeare's Macbeth? Who said this? Everyone is wrong. Let's go someplace fun. It's time for a memory game. Memorize the pattern. And done. From left to right, what was the order of the weapons? Oh, and it probably goes without saying, if you get any of these wrong, I'll have to kill you. But I assume that was obvious. And looky, here's the pattern. How close did you get? Drat, your brain saved your other organs. Alright, next question. I love books that have happy endings. What were the names of the dogs and where the red fern grows? Time's running out. And the correct answer is this one. Let's go someplace fun. Let's work on your vocabulary. Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. I will be really upset if you can't find at least a 7-letter word. Word time, go! You're almost out of time. Let's see what you came up with. It'll all be over soon.
Terrible tragedy.
Welcome to Fakin' It. I'm Cookie, and due to contract obligations, I'll be your host tonight. Couple quick words before we jump into the game. And yes, you can skip it if you're in a rush. During each round of play, each of you is going to be sent a task to your device. Like, raise your hand if you've ever farted. But one of you will get nothing, and that person is the faker. Everyone wants to figure out who the faker is, and the faker just wants to blend in. When you hear the go sound, you either raise your hand or not, depending on whether you've ever farted before, which you have. And the faker just has to fake it. After that, everyone votes on their device who they think the faker is. If everyone picks the correct person, the faker is caught. But here's the most important part. Fakers, if you're caught in a lie, if you raise your hand when you really should have kept it down, lie, cheat, deny, come up with whatever story you have to throw other players off the scent. Be the faker. Some of the tasks will involve raising your hand, or pointing, or maybe making a weird face. But there will always be a faker, and you'll have 3 chances to catch him. Oh, one more quick suggestion before we get going. It's important to be able to see each other, so if possible, consider sitting in a semicircle or like small lines facing each other. Whatever works best while still feeling comfortable. Let's start with Hands of Truth. It's an easy one, just like we saw a minute ago. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. The task was, raise your hand if you believe in ghosts. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. You can change your vote if you change your mind, by the way. The faker can only be caught if the vote is unanimous, so do your best to come to a group consensus. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending your second Hands of Truth task to your devices now. And the task was, raise your hand if you never got detention in high school. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. The vote's singled out. Ah, yes, you caught the faker. And what will our next task category be? Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. It's going to be number pressure. Everyone's going to get a task that involves holding up a number of fingers, probably from 1 to 10. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task, hold up as many fingers as times you've been fired from a job. All right, vote for who you think the faker is. By the way, talking is encouraged, so share your faker theories. You didn't find the faker, and you didn't really learn anything definitive. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending out your second number pressure task to your devices now. And the task was, hold up as many fingers as $1 bills you currently have in your wallet. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. And everyone voted for... That is indeed the faker. All right, what category do we want to do next? Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. Face value. Everyone's going to get a task that involves making some kind of facial expression. Maybe a weird one. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. This was the task. Make the face you'd have if you were wrongfully accused of murder. Vote for the faker now. In case you didn't know, you get points for voting for the faker even if no one else does. Not enough teamwork to find the faker. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending out your second face value task to your devices now. And the task was, make the face you'd make if you're about to fire someone. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. Everyone suspects. You found the faker. It's category picking time. Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. You got a point. Everyone's going to get a task that involves pointing at another player in the game. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task, point to the person who should have their own reality show. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. You couldn't agree, you couldn't find the faker. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending out your second You Got a Point task to your devices now. The task was, point at the person you'd want to be trapped on a desert island with. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. You couldn't quite figure out who the faker was. Last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your third You Got a Point task now. And the task was, point at the person who most likely has the holiest underwear. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. You couldn't even bother to try to pick the same person on the final task, huh? You pretty much just let the faker have it. Okay, it's time for the last round. Text you up. I've sent 3 questions to each of your devices. Type in your answers for all 3 and then hit send. Now the faker has 3 questions to answer too. They just have slightly different questions than everyone else. So good luck, faker. Let's see everyone's answers to the first text task. Something you do not do on a first date. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. All the votes went to... Collectively, you all made the wrong choice. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Let's see your next set of answers. A good thing to do when you're bored. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. Everyone voted for Yep, you found the faker. Ready to play Faking It again? Let's get going. Let's start by picking a category. Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. It's going to be... You got a point. Everyone's going to get a task that involves pointing at another player in the game. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. This was the task. Point at the person you think would give the best hugs. Vote for the faker now. And the prime suspect was... You all ganged up on the wrong person. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending out your second You Got a Point task to your devices now. And the task was, point at the person whose thoughts you would most like to hear. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. And the votes were for... The faker has been found. Okay, time to pick the next category. Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. Hands of Truth. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task, raise your hand if you've ever fallen asleep in a movie theater. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. That faker is still on the loose. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending Sending your second Hands of Truth task to your devices now. The task was, raise your hand if you have ever worked as a babysitter. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. Everybody voted for. You all got together and chose the wrong person. One last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your third Hands of Truth task now. This was the task. Raise your hand if you need glasses or contacts. All right, vote for who you think the faker is. Everyone voted for. You all caught the faker. Better late than never. And what will our next task category be? Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. Number pressure. Everyone's going to get a task that involves holding up a number of fingers, probably from 1 to 10. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, hold up as many fingers as cavities you've gotten as an adult. Vote for the faker now. Not enough teamwork to find the faker. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending out your second number pressure task to your devices now. And the task, hold up as many fingers as times you've been pulled over for speeding. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. You couldn't quite figure out who the faker was. This is your last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your third number pressure task now. And the task was, hold up as many fingers as there are continents. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. You know how you should all rally together in the final moments to work together and find the faker? You didn't do that. Okay, it's time for the last round. Text you up. I've sent 3 questions to each of your devices. Type in your answers for all 3 and then hit send. Now the faker has 3 questions to answer too. They just have slightly different questions than everyone else. So good luck, faker. Let's see everyone's answers to the first text task. Something that should never be done naked. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. You couldn't agree, you couldn't find the faker. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Let's see your second batch of answers. A fruit. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. And the votes were for... Ah, yes, you caught the faker. Welcome back to Faking It. Let's go. Let's start by picking a category. Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. Just want to leave it to chance, huh? Okay. It's going to be number pressure. Everyone's going to get a task that involves holding up a number of fingers, probably from 1 to 10. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, hold up as many fingers as years it's been since you've been to the dentist. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. You didn't find the faker, and you didn't really learn anything definitive. You've got 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending out your second number pressure task to your devices now. The task was, hold up as many fingers as colleges you've attended. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. Not enough teamwork to find the faker. Last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your third number pressure task now. And the task, hold up a number of fingers you have not held up yet this game. Vote for the faker now. All the votes went to... Well, at least you were all wrong together. All right, what category do we want to do next? Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. Hands of Truth. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. This was the task. Raise your hand if you've ever been in a car accident. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. You couldn't quite figure out who the faker was. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending your second Hands of Truth task to your devices now. The task was, raise your hand if a significant other has watched you pee. Vote for the faker now. Everyone suspects that is indeed the faker. It's category picking time. Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. Hands of Truth. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, raise your hand if you've ever stayed awake for over 48 hours. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. And everyone voted for. Group Mind steered you in the wrong direction. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending your second Hands of Truth task to your devices now. And the task was, raise your hand if you farted since this game started. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. The votes singled out. Yep, you found the faker. And What will our next task category be? Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. Face value. Everyone's going to get a task that involves making some kind of facial expression. Maybe a weird one. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task, make your holding in a fart face. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. And the prime suspect was... You found the faker. Okay, it's time for the last round. Text you up. I've sent 3 questions to each of your devices. Type in your answers for all 3 and then hit send. Now the faker has 3 questions to answer too. They just have slightly different questions than everyone else. So good luck, faker. Let's see everyone's answers to the first text task. Words printed on a t-shirt you own. Vote for the faker now. You couldn't agree, you couldn't find the faker. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Let's see your next set of answers. The item that was your last impulse purchase. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. That faker is still on the loose. One last chance to catch the faker. Here are your third and final set of text answers. A country you know nothing about. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. The votes singled out Well, at least you were all wrong together.
I'm Schmitty, and I'm ready for some quiplash. Good group, good group. I just hope we're all friends after this. This is round one. I'm going to beam 2 prompts to your device. Answer them however you choose. What you type goes up against what someone else types, and everyone votes on the winner. You score based on the percentage of players who like your answer. Plus, there are winners' bonuses at stake. Go! Time to share. Number 1 on the list. Okay, everybody pick your favorite. Next up. And vote. Okay, next one. Okay, vote. Next on deck. Vote now. That's all for round one. Here's the scoreboard. It's round two time, and everything's worth double. Don't let those points go to waste. Okay, I hope you all made me proud. The first prompt is... Okay, pick your favorite and vote. Coming up next... It's voting time. And next is... Ready, set, vote. Next one. Vote away. You survived round two. Let's see if your scores did. This is round 3, the last lash. Everyone's taking aim at the same prompt this time. Follow these word lash instructions. We're ready to look. Okay, in round 3, you get to award both a gold and a silver medal to your top 2 quips. Have at it. Alright, let's see who earned those medals. Show me the silver. And gold. Let's melt those medals down for points. It's over. Let's see the final scores. I'm Schmitty, and according to my guidance counselor, this is the only job I'm qualified for. I hope you're all using your full legal names because this game will affect your credit rating. This is round 1. You'll score points based on the percentage of people who prefer your answer. Have at it. Let's take a look. First off, okay, select your favorite quip. Next in line, vote on your devices. Up next, get to voting. Your next prompt is Time to vote. That's round one. Let's see how the scores shook out. It's now time for round two. Everything is worth double, twice as much. All right, let's get to it. Prompt number one is... Okay, vote for your favorite. Next. Put in your votes. Next on the list. Vote now. Moving on. Time to vote. Round two is no more. Let's see the damage. Round three has arrived. The last lash. You're all going to answer the same prompt, so pull out all the stops. Finish writing this comic. All right, brace yourselves. Decide who gets a medal. Okay, everyone, let's see who got those medals. Show me the silver. And the gold. Great. Let me just turn those medals into points for you. Okay, let's see those final scores. I'm Schmitty, and I don't know about you, but I feel like a game of Quiplash. I'm just going to assume you're all wearing your quipping pants. Okay, let's play. Here's round one. The more folks who choose your answer, the more points you get. Go. Let's start this show. Starting things off. Okay, voting time. Pick your favorite. Moving on. It's voting time. Next in the hopper. Vote on your devices. Next. Vote away. Moving on. Ready, set, vote. That's round one. Let's take a look at the scores. Round two is straight ahead, and that means all points are doubled. Hurry, hit the safety quit button if you can't think of something. Let's put up those quips. Up first. Okay, choose your favorite. Next. Okay, vote. Okay, next one. And vote. Your next prompt is get to voting. Next in line. Ready, set, vote. And that's all for round 2. Fire up the scoreboard. That's right, it's round 3, the last lash. Look alive because you're all getting the same prompt this time. Here's your word lash task. And here's what you did. Present your medals now. All right, let's see where those medals went. Bronze, silver, and gold. Now let's turn those medals into points. We did it, you guys! Let's go to the scores! Schmitty here. I'm thinking of a game that starts with a Q. That's right, Quinopoly. Anyway, back to this. Just checking, none of you have a heart condition, right? You'll be fine. Time for round 1. You get points based on the percentage of people who like your answer, and a bonus if you get more votes than your opponent. Go! Okay, remember, this is all your fault. First up. Okay, everyone, vote for your favorite. And next is... vote away. Next on deck. And vote. Next one. Vote on your devices. Moving on. Put in your votes. Round one's over. Let's check the scoreboard. It's time for round two, where all point values are doubled. That's right, doubled. Great, let's see what we got here. Starting us off. Okay, pick your favorite. Next up. It's voting time. Next in the hopper. Vote now. Next on the list. Time to vote. Up next. Okay, vote. Round two is through. Let's see what it did to the scores. This is round 3, the last lash. Everyone gets the same one single prompt this time. Write a quip using these word lash rules. Okay, soak it in. Award your medals. Great, let's see where those medals ended up. Bronze first. Here's the silver. And finally gold. Let's translate that into points. We're done. Let's see the final scores. Welcome to Quiplash. If you experience any dizziness while playing, you probably won't do very well. I want you to know that I may not agree with all of your quips, but I will fight to the death for your right to quip them, or at least sign an online petition. This is round 1. The more people who vote for your answer, the better your score. Let's go! Let's take a look. First one. Okay, use your device to pick your favorite. Moving on. Vote now. Next on deck. And vote. on. Put in your votes. Next in the hopper, it's voting time. That's all for round one. Here's the scoreboard. Now round two, where all points and bonuses are doubled. Oh, the drama. Time for the big reveal. Our first prompt is... Okay, pick your favorite quip now. Okay, next one. Time to vote. Next. Get to voting. Next on the list, vote away. Your next prompt is ready, set, vote. Round two's at an end. Let's sneak a peek at the scoreboard. We've made it to round three, the last lash. Focus up because you're all answering the same prompt. Complete this word lash task. All right, here's the board. Time to give out those medals. The suspense is killing me. Let's see who got those medals. Bronze, silver, and now the gold. Let's see what the medals to points exchange rate is these days. All right, that's it. Time for the final scores.
Welcome to TKO. I am the tournament master, and I just found out that I'm not a summer, but an autumn. So that's a whole season of shirts off to Goodwill. I brought you to T-Shirt Island to fight, but don't forget to do a little shopping too. The shirts you create will be available in the gift shop, along with several copies of my autobiography, Master of My Own Tournament. Every epic tale starts somewhere. Yours begins here, at the training grounds. You will use your device to draw 3 drawings. What you draw matters not. Let your heart be your guide. And if your heart can't think of anything, just hit the suggestion button. Begin your first drawing now. decent enough, but a bit traditional. This time try changing your shirt color with the little tabs at the bottom. Begin drawing 2. Gorgeous. One more to go. Wow, me babies. Begin. Yes, I think we can work with these. For your last exercise, you will write as many slogans or phrases as you can. Whimsy is highly encouraged. And don't forget that suggestion button if you're stumped. Go! Keep writing right like the wind. Time is about to expire. You may want to finish up. Oh yes, this is going to be good. Enough training. Direct your attention to your device. The fates have blessed you with a series of pictures and slogans. Select one of each to create your t-shirt champion. I don't want to pressure you, but a lot is riding on this. Good. The moment has come. Let the tournament begin. Gauntlet 1. Versus Fight! Fight by submitting your votes on your devices, that is.
Fatality.
A new challenger appears. Attack! Versus... Fight! A new challenger appears. Fight! Winner! How about a training break? Use your devices to enter one new drawing and as many new slogans as you wish. Think outside the box. Go! Only... Write something. The second gauntlet looms, and the hairy paws of Kismet have shuffled your drawings and slogans. Make a new shirt. Do it! Gauntlet 2 versus battle. Oh, a new challenger appears. Attack! Versus engage in an altercation. A new challenger appears. Fight! Ha! Winners! Brace yourselves for the final gauntlet where the toughest shirts from the previous rounds go toe-to-toe. Prepare to vote. Versus... Go ahead and fight already. Versus... Fight for me, babies. Fight.
True talent.
We have a champion. The spirits of T-Shirt Island have been satisfied. And believe me, they're real jerks when they get cranky, so thanks a ton.
Hello?
Hey Dave, it's Brian. I'm at home sick today. Could you log on to my terminal real quick?
Sure thing. What's your password?
Brian.
Your name is your password?
Well, yeah, but it's spelled B-R-I-O-N.
Are you serious? That can be hacked in 11 nanoseconds.
Uppercase N, and then lowercase e, smiley face, frowny face, laughing out loud face, and registered trademark sign.
That'll work.
Agent Hawthorne, if you could, act naturally and report to observation.
Okay, truth or dare?
Truth.
What is your favorite call to eavesdrop?
Oh, that's easy. Relationship fights. The more emotional and heart... All of the surveillance we do here at the government gets collected in this computer. And when I say all of it, I mean all of it. Even that total disaster when you tried to cut open a mango. Usually we upload it straight to government YouTube. But today we're going to use it to play espionage. Let's go! Okay, who's first? I don't know. How about... What percentage of teenagers play more than 4 hours of video games per week? Give it your best guess. You get more points the closer you come to the actual percentage. We have an answer. 66%. Okay, everyone else. Time to guess if the actual percentage is higher or lower. Everyone says higher except for one of you. Okay, let's see the right answer. 71%. Ooh, just a few percentage points off. Well done. Who picks higher? Here's some points. Okay, who's up next? What should I search for in the old Surveillance Pro next? Ooh, I know. What percentage of women have more pairs of dress shoes than close friends? %. Everyone else, higher or lower? The vote is lower. Now let's get to the right answer. 38%! You gotta be within 30% of the right answer to get points. Sorry, not sorry. Let's see who got it right. Here's some points. Who's next? I'm going to search for... What percentage of people work in offices where people use balls as chairs? %. Okay, higher or lower?
Believe it.
Looks like an even split. Okay, right answer is... 13%!
Oh, I've sat on balls before. Not comfortable.
Who got it right? Smart, yes. Here's your points. Next up. Okay, computer, what do you have for this one? What percentage of people have returned to restaurants or businesses because they were attracted to someone working there? %. Okay, higher or lower? Just one of you is saying higher. And the correct answer is... 53%! Yeah, I'm back. I just really love your date nut loaf. Let's see who got it right. Well done. You get points. Who's next?
Believe it.
I'll bet our database has some juicy data for this. What percentage of people prefer waffles over pancakes? %. All right, what do you think? Just one person says lower. And the correct answer is... 51%. Waffles, pancakes, cover it with maple syrup, and I'd eat my shoe. Who got it right? Nice job. I've got some points for you. Let's see who's in the lead after round one.
Believe it.
Round two, here we come. Let's start with you. Oh, this is gonna be good. What percentage of people, when receiving calls from unrecognized numbers, usually answer the call? Got it. 40%. In round two, you can double down if you think the guess is off by 15% or more. Just pick much higher or much lower. If you're right, you'll earn double the money. If not, you'll get nothing.
Believe it.
Just one of you is saying higher. Okay, let's see the right answer. 26%. I told you, just text me, Mom. Let's see who got it right. Ooh, points for you. Okay, who's up next? Ooh, this should be fun. What percentage of people have vomited at amusement parks? 76%. Everyone pick higher or lower.
Believe it.
One of you thinks it's higher. And Surveil says 24%. And about twice that percentage have been vomited on, resulting in about a 2-person coverage ratio per barf. Interesting. Who got it right? Well done. Double points for saying much lower. Next up. Typey. What percentage of people have seen 7 or more Fast and Furious movies? 84%. Everyone else, higher or lower?
Believe it.
Everyone is saying lower. And Surveil says 11%. They're the reason why there will be a 32nd, 33rd, and 34th movie. Let's see who got it right. Nice job. I've got some points for you. Who's next? All right, buckle in. I've got one for you. What percentage of people prefer the Rolling Stones to the Beatles? 67%. What do y'all think? Higher or lower?
Believe it.
Only one of you thinks it's higher. Okay, let's see the right answer. 23%. Sorry, Mick. You can't always get what you want. Who got it right? Well done. You get points. Okay, who's up next?
Believe it.
All right, Surveillance Pro, what do you have for this? What percentage of people have worn socks with sandals? 35%. What do y'all think? Higher or lower? One lonely vote for lower. And the correct answer is 18%. Please note that some middle-aged white men were monitored in collecting this data. Let's see who got it right. Nice job. I've got some points for you. Uh-oh, final round time. We embedded microchips in hundreds of subjects and found the most popular answers to this question. When people eat cheese and crackers, what kind of cheese do they most often use? Let's see what we have. You have 3 chances to pick the most popular answers on the board. Good luck! Let's see what answers you chose. Now let's take a look at the results.
Who's gonna get the gold star? Who is it, boy? Who is it?
It's...
Believe it.
Congratulations! You've won a game that should probably be illegal. I'm so proud of you.
Welcome to Fakin' It. I'm Cookie, and I'm here to guide you through some awkward social interactions. Couple quick words before we jump into the game, and yes, you can skip it if you're in a rush. Let's start by picking a category. Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. It's going to be number pressure. Everyone's going to get a task that involves holding up a number of fingers, probably from 1 to 10. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. This was the task. Hold up as many fingers as there are Canadian provinces. Probably. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. You can change your vote if you change your mind, by the way. And the votes were for... Ah, yes, you caught the faker. And what will our next task category be? Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. You got a point. Everyone's going to get a task that involves pointing at another player in the game. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, point at the person who you suspect has the tidiest underwear drawer. Vote for the faker now. It's easier to catch the faker if you all talk to each other. Throw around some wild accusations. Votes singled out. Collectively, you all made the wrong choice. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending out your second You Got a Point task to your devices now. The task was, point at the person most likely to win a spelling bee. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. You couldn't quite figure out who the faker was. Last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your third You Got a Point task now. And the task, point at the person with the deepest voice. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. Wow, even on the last task, you couldn't vote together to find the faker. Yeah, it's almost like you gave up. It's category picking time. Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. Face value. Everyone's going to get a task that involves making some kind of facial expression. maybe a weird one. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, make the face you'd have at a Justin Bieber concert. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. Voting together is encouraged, but don't forget, you get points for voting for the faker no matter what. You didn't find the faker, and you didn't really learn anything definitive. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending out your second face value task to your devices now. And the task was, make the face you have when somebody suggests playing Monopoly. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. And everyone voted for. You all got together and chose the wrong person. This is your last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your third face value task now. The task was, okay, make the face you make when your ragtag bunch of misfits beat the rich kids in a game of softball and save the roller rink. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. Everyone voted for. You found the faker. You made it count when you needed to. All right, what category do we want to do next? Use your device to choose which type of task. Hands of Truth. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task, raise your hand if you've ever carried a protest sign. Vote for the faker now. That faker is still on the loose. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending your second Hands of Truth task to your devices now. This was the task. Raise your hand if you currently have a condom in your wallet or purse. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. You couldn't agree, you couldn't find the faker. One last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your third Hands of Truth task now. The task was, raise your hand if you're wearing perfume or cologne today. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. You know how you should all rally together in the final moments to work together and find the faker? You didn't do that. Okay, it's time for the last round. Text you up. I've sent 3 questions to each of your devices. Type in your answers for all 3 and then hit send. Now the faker has 3 questions to answer too. They just have slightly different questions than everyone else. So good luck, faker. Let's see everyone's answers to the first text task. A food that makes you nauseous. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. Not enough teamwork to find the faker. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Let's see your next set of answers. The most recent type of animal you've either shared or received a cute video of. Vote for the faker now. You couldn't agree, you couldn't find the faker. Last chance to catch the faker. Let's take a look at the last set of text answers. A store you're intimidated to shop at. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. Everybody voted for. That is indeed the faker. It went right down to the wire.